Our Virginia Democratic candidate for governor, Terry McAuliffe, who's running to win back his old job, was forced to defend his record on public safety to a room full of sheriffs this week. One law enforcement leader was not having it.
You accepted an endorsement from the new Virginia majority. They are a large defund the police organization.
First of all, Sheriff, I'm proud to accept any endorsements. Groups that endorse me, I don't know everything they do. If I ever support defund the police, are you out of your mind?
So you'll never support defunding?
I won't even dignify that with an answer.
I don't believe an answer to either one of those questions.
Well, I don't care what you believe. I got a track record.
Wow, a little bit angry, isn't he? That Sheriff, Hank Partin, joins us now in Montgomery County, Virginia. Sheriff, put this in context. This new Virginia majority, this is a group that's for defunding the police, and they endorse Terry McAuliffe. Why is he so outraged by the question?
Brian, he advised me at one point that he accepts endorsements from anyone. But this particular group did endorse him, and at the time, the former governor tweeted it's past time to defund the police, and that he was proud to accept the endorsement.
So he tweeted back, it's time to defund the police?
Past time. To
defund the police.
But he didn't seem to remember any of that yesterday.
Were you surprised at the anger he showed towards you? If he was so pro-law enforcement, why is he so angry at you, Sheriff, for asking?
Well, he's angry at me, number one, because I have publicly supported his opponent, who I believe will defend us and defend our Commonwealth and keep our community safe. And that's what all of the sheriffs want to do. But I've got to tell you, it's been a tough year or two. And, you know, we don't need anybody working against us.
Do you think that an experienced politician like him would know the difference between groups that endorse and support him? Do you think that he would be savvy enough to understand what a group like the new Virginia majority stands for if he was so pro-police, and have them sneak by his people?
I don't know if he would know that or not, but I will say I'm kind of surprised that a polished politician like himself behaved in the manner that he did.
What else did you ask him, whether he supports or not? Was it something about qualified immunity?
Yes, that was my original question, and it was a follow-up to a previous question by another sheriff. And the former governor sidestepped with his answer and just said that he would protect any officer that was doing what was right. So I was attempting to nail him down on a yes or no, and I asked him, can you give us a yes or no? And that's when things went south.
Well, he did tweet out that he's proud to get the endorsement of the new Virginia majority. What's at stake, Sheriff? There you go. Proud to be endorsed. Together, we're going to keep Virginia moving forward. That starts with building a more inclusive Commonwealth that lifts up working people across Virginia. It looks like your murder rate in Virginia is an all-time high. Crime is an issue, correct?
Correct.
And and that comes from the top.
And Brian, we're sheriffs and police chiefs and our state police partners, we're all doing everything we can, but it's becoming increasingly hard to retain the good people that we need, and even harder to hire. Things are not getting any better, and we've got to start getting some support from Richmond and above Richmond.
Yeah, Governor Northam's been a flat-out disaster for that state and for law enforcement. And the anger that Terry McAuliffe showed towards you doesn't make anyone feel who wears the uniform they'll have any more respect than the previous governor. Sheriff, I understand you trying to take action. Sheriff Hank Partin, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Right.
Take care.
And sorry you're treated like that. I don't think any sheriff should be talked to like that by asking just a simple question. Thank you for joining us, Sheriff.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.